All right, Shalom. This is Paratham of the Great Millstone Houston Camp back with another lesson to edify the elect of the nation of Israel. So before I begin, as always, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the Great Millstone that rule well. Also to the elder high priest that taught my apostles and elders. Peace, blessing, and salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel that rules well, of whom I learned the truth of these scriptures through the Rachakodash. Peace, blessing, and salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all Israelites scattered abroad who have received his truth, and who has been chosen to endure into the truth to be a part of the elect, all right, unto salvation, which salvation is when our Lord Yahweh Shai returns to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel throughout the four corners of the earth, and the main deliverance is here in Babylon the Great. We're going to start here in Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1, and this is in the NLT, and the subheading reads, Prediction of Babylon's Fall. All right, in Babylon, according to the scriptures, according to prophecy, according to the characteristics, according to the context, according to the Rachakodash, is America. All right, and America goes by different code names in the scriptures. All right, one of the main ones is Babylon the Great. This is Isaiah, and I'm gonna start with this. It's Isaiah, Salakia, Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. All right, so the subject matter is Edom, which Edom in the Hebrew is Adawam, all right, which means red, all right, and red represents the red people of the earth are the so-called white people, all right, because their blood shows through their skin because their lack of pigment and melanin. Their skin is translucent, all right, so their blood show forth through their skin. This is another clue, all right, spiritual, all right, clue who the so-called white people, all right, are today. This says, and it reads Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. So what the Edomites did during the time of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, taking into captivity the children of Israel, and the Edomites being allied with the Babylonians, they're going to be remembered and judged, all right, for their allegiance to the Babylonians and taking down the Most High's chosen people. Unto this day, they haven't received the judgment, but we're coming into that time where they are going to receive, all right, their judgment by the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and the Israelites. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. So the Edomites, according to the scriptures, is known as the daughter of Babylon, all right, because the kingdom that they will rule in the future is the virgin daughter of Babylon, America, all right. Babylon in the Hebrew is confusion, all right. Babylon in Hebrew is Babal, which means confusion. And America is the most out of order in the abominations of the earth, all right, and it spreads confusion on all aspects of life, all right. When you deal with what a man is, what a woman is, that's confused here in Babylon the Great. What a child is in their sex and their gender is confused in Babylon the Great. The laws are confusing. They can change in 1 minute, all right, or one case to the next. The God, the true and living power, who is he? All right, that's confusion, because according to the First Amendment, you can serve any God that you want. All right, and more and more examples of why this place, America, is known as the virgin daughter of Babylon. And why is it? Well, we're gonna get to that. All right. And it says, Psalms 137:8, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, because America follows. It says, daughter of Babylon, because America follows the gods of the ancient nations, and she calls them by different names, and she make holidays for them. She make customs for them, mingled with modern customs and other heathen pagan practices. All right. So this is why this place is known as, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. So this is the future of America, and we're seeing this possibility. We're seeing this prophecy, all right, come closer and closer as we continue forward in prophecy. It says, happy shall he be, which are the Israelites, that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. All right. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. All right. So this is the reward that the Israelites, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, will get to pay back upon these Edomites. All right. The scriptures talk about how Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, will make us a sharp. All right. Let's see. Sharp threshing. All right. Like when you you gathering in the harvest of wheat, you need a threshing instrument, a sharp, like a sickle. All right. And to have those, to be most efficient with gathering the harvest, you need a sharp threshing instrument. All right. And that's going to be the Israelites. This is Isaiah 41. And I started 13. For I, Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. All right. And this is what's coming to the nation of Israel. Help. All right. Because our captivity is almost over with. Salakia. Salakia. Isaiah 41 and 14. Fear not thou worm, Jacob, because this current situation that we in, according to prophecy, we are in captivity, and as a worm, we are helpless. All right. That's why the scripture says in Deuteronomy 28 that in 68 no man shall buy thee, and in the same chapter in verse 28, around about 40, it says no man shall save thee. So there's been many so-called leaders or in activists and revolutionaries within the nation of Israel that had tried to better our situation, all right, and change the conditions, but to no avail, all right, because of prophecy and how the credit will be given unto Yahweh and the son of Yahweh, which is Yahushua, all right, and then his help will come physically during World War III. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, O ye men of Israel, I will help thee, say Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. All right. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. All right. So when Yahweh shall come with his angels on so-called UFOs, the elect, all right, are delivered, and their bodies are changed, and they come down back on the earth. All right, the elect, all right, starting with 144,000, they're going to get busy on subjugating and eliminating these nations. Okay, so going to go from there, and it says, "Happy shall he be that rewarded them as they served us." All right. So we're going to go back to Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. I'm going to read this in the NLT. And it reads, "Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon." And why is America known as a virgin? Because it hasn't been attacked or invaded by any nation. All right. And it says, "And sit in the dust," which is confusion. And that's what we see in America experiencing at this current moment. The citizens of America are in the dust. All right. The condition economically of America is in dust. All right. The political, all right, bipartisan ship here in America is in dust. All right. The whole head is in dust. All right. The whole body from the head to the toe is in dust, which dust represents confusion. All right. Let's tap on this word dust. And also dust represents mourning. And if America ain't in mourning and in confusion, man, what is it then? All right. Because you got people on TikTok, all right, and you know you got a lot of women on TikTok. They say that they hope that America goes to war with America goes to war with Iran, so they ain't gotta work no more. So, I mean, it's a very foolish statement to prefer war than working, all right, but it just shows you the condition of the people and the economy over here in America, because that's what they're complaining about. Not being able to, fulfill their lust in the consumer market anymore. All right. Because really what people doing here in America, they just want to live luxurious, but that time is over. All right. It says this word for dust is Strong's H6083, IPAR. All right. And it says, of course, dry earth, dust, pot of ashes, earth, ground, mortar, rubbish. Let's see. All right. I want to get this out the way because it's something good right here. But, all right. You see this right here? It says token of punishment and humiliation. All right. And that's exactly what's going to happen. America is going to, as it says, going to sit in the ground. It's in the dust. America and these Edomites. All right. Starting with the elite. And I don't know if I said that before. So Salakia, it says old daughter of Babylon who ought to be destroyed. It says old daughter of Babylon who ought to be destroyed. And it said Edom. The Edom represents the so-called white people. And starting with the elite. All right. The Edomites are a nation. You have the elite amongst their nation. You have a government body amongst their nation, and that is the so-called JOOs, all right, the elite bankers, okay. And it says a token of punishment and humiliation, and that's what America is going into, in experiencing the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua on these so-called white people, Europeans, Caucasians, JOOs. All right. Let's see real quick. We're going to go to Isaiah. We're going to see Isaiah 47 and 1. Let's see. Yeah. Humiliation. Isaiah 47 and 1. Humiliation. Sitting or lying in the dust. All right. And America is looking like a big joke, starting with their king, all right, Trump, all right, their cruel Lord. As the scripture says, he's making America on the behest of Israel look like a big old joke in the world. He says one thing to his people, and then he sells them out to the JOOs. All right. It's just complete humiliation. Now let's see. It says humiliation, the act of humiliating someone or the state of being humiliated, which, I mean, that's not a definition. It says humiliate, to reduce someone or in this case America, to a lower position in one's own eyes or others' eyes. So these other nations are looking at, all right, America and seeing the hypocrisy of Trump. All right, they're seeing the hypocrisy of this administration and previous administrations. They're seeing the hypocrisy of the words that they say and the actions that they take, and in the people in the nation's eyes, they're being reduced to a lower position in one's eyes or in one's own eyes or others' eyes. All right, to make one ashamed or embarrassed. All right, and the scriptures talk about that also in Obadiah. All right, Obadiah 1, and let's see, was it? Okay, verse 2, and it reads, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen." All right, which the word small is going to be an insignificant. Thou art greatly despised. Let's look at this word, this version, the ERV. Edom, I will make you the smallest nation. Everyone will hate you very much. All right, that's you Edomites. Hey, starting here in Babylon the Great, you're hated. All right, you talk about peace. All right, but then you drop bombs on Iran. All right, but the scriptures prophesy how the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock being Israel, and they're drawing America to this third world war. It's going to happen because prophecy is the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh, all right, and Yahweh Shai are not men that they shall lie, making the prophecies faithful and true. All right. Let's see. It says, make these small, Strong's H6996, Quarton. All right. Yeah. Less important. Yeah, America is losing its, military strength, its economic power, and this is all being happening. This is all controlled demolition by the elite bankers, all right, which are Edomites, all right, and they're bringing in a new world order. And America is no longer going to be a superpower, all right. That's what they want, but we know ultimately, according to prophecies, the plans of the elite are going to get destroyed. All right, America is the last heathen kingdom to rule, and then once that's over with, Israel, true Israelites, all right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the elect, will rule on earth under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, let's look at this word diminutive. Extremely or unusually small, all right, tiny, all right, insignificant, all right, do the Westbrook on them, all right. So, let's see, is it on that? Let's look at the word despised, disdain, all right, think to scorn, a vile person, all right, and that America used to be this great, all right, golden cup in the Most High hand, all right, that attracted all nations, and they follow her ways, and now they thinking scorn of this place. This place is vile, it's filthy, all right, because this place has no morals, okay. It's talk about how it's a, land of the free, home of the brave, but it puts everyone in this country in captivity. Its laws here in America are more strenuous and tyrannical than other nations, but they try to point the finger at other nations, and they're tired of it. All right, the Most High is, working on the minds of the kings to look down on this place. All right, and these Edomites. Now, let's see. It says Isaiah 47:1. Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne. All right. O daughter of the Chaldeans, which are the Edomites. When you do a little, research on the Chaldeans, they were witches and warlocks, and they was over the finances of Babylon the Great. All right, and that's your elite banking Edomites today. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And I'm going to read that here in the blue letter. Let's see. Go back here. Now, let's see, where was it? Nope. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Give me a sec. You don't know. Info. It's crazy. Isaiah. (47:1). Yep. And it reads, "Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, sitting in dust, for your days of sitting on a throne have ended. O daughter of Babylon, never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate." Yeah, people are not looking at this place as it being the place to be, as it being this uh, peacemaking nation, and how you can, come over here and profit off of it. All right. Why? Because take heavy millstones and grind meal. Remove your veil and strip off your robe. Expose yourself to the public. And America has been exposed first and foremost by the prophets of being filthy according to the scriptures. All right. The truth is being brought out by America. And also you got whistleblowers and you got alternative news outlets that's showing the hypocrisy and the filthy history that America became rich, this rich country off the backs of the Israelites. You will be naked, which is exposed, and burdened with shame. All right. I will take vengeance against you without pity. All right. Our Redeemer, whose name is Yahweh of heaven's army, is the Holy One of Israel. You see? So this is how the Israelites will receive justice by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, judging Babylon the Great for her oppression on the Israelites and her blaspheming and abomination against Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. And I'm going to get this precept. Let's see. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 16. Thou art filled with shame, all right, for glory. So you're going to be exposed and by the first and foremost by the prophets, and the world will see what you gloried in. All right, your riches, your military, all right, your deception. It's all going to come out that it was off the back of wickedness, all right, off the back of extortion, lies, robbery, all right, in riches that was gotten by deceit, all right, in murder. Drink thou also, let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee. You see, which is judgment, and shameful spewing shall, and it says, and shameful spewing shall be upon our glory, and that's what's happening. Shameful, all right, spewing is upon what America gloried in. They gloried in the heydays, in the 60s, all right, the 70s. You had the roaring 20s, all right. You had the 2000s, and it was off the back of war, off the back of drugs, all right, especially off the back of the Israelites, all right, off the back of lies, deception, false flags, all right. People are bringing this stuff out, man, and this is America looking like a big, and these Edomites are looking, they're being despised in the earth, all right. They're looking like the shithole country, as Trump said. And I'm going to end it off right there, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rechakwadash, Barakatham Shalom. And I was just thinking about this whole attack on Israel. America is looking like a fucking asshole, all right? It's breaking international law, all right? It's really a war crime, all right? People are calling it out. America is looking real fucking bad. All right, with that, shalom.